on, dudes and dudettes? Again, I just want to give a shout out to my dad. Happy birthday from yesterday. It was a great party we threw for him. Awesome that I got to see everybody, one of my family that came by and enjoyed the fun. It was pretty crazy. I wish I didn't end the night with 4 or 5 different shots of, I think, of 3 different liquors or whiskeys. So I mean, kind of paying for it today, but I'm so glad I made it and really awesome. So once again, happy birthday, Dad. Let's get on with the show. So for more injuries with the Chargers, it just seems like it's been their motto the past few seasons, and they're including their first round pick, Derwin James, that I've been really high on, that I think can change the defense for them. He is on the active/PUP list, so he can come back whenever, apparently, because he is active, and he's just dealing with a hamstring injury right now, which I'm sure is nagging, but I just hope they're not pushing him too hard, because then also there's another tight end for the Chargers went down with a torn ACL today, the rookie from UCLA, Austin Roberts. It just sucks that I know he's probably wasn't going to be a guy who's starting for the Chargers at some point, but just to lose depth at that position, 2 guys already, it's pretty tough. So you kind of wonder if they're going to go after Antonio Gates or any of these other free agents that are still available at the tight end position, because I know I was saying they might be looking at Dylan Cantrell to maybe play that, who's a wide receiver, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it is right now. So hopefully less bad news when it comes to injuries comes out of the Chargers camp. But the Chargers did sign guard Eric Wren. I believe he's a rookie out of Oklahoma. So he is from a top program, which is cool. Don't know why he went undrafted if he's from a good program like that. But good to have him on the team. I'm sure it still adds depth, because we don't know when Forrest Lamp is going to be official to come back. Even though he missed all of last year, he's still on that PUP list. So he can come back whenever, as long as it's before the season. So assuming that's why they did that. And then Emil Jefferson, a guy who was at Duke for 5 years because of one injury, allowed him to stay an extra year in college. He officially signed. He was with Minnesota the past few years, but he did sign a 2-way contract with the Orlando Magic, which is cool for him. Congrats. They're with those teams, whether they're tanking on purpose or they're just not good enough players, maybe he'll be able to get an opportunity to play there and get a chance after that 2 years to get a real good enough contract, a more secure contract. But congrats to him, and let's keep this going. So there's supposedly an anonymous West player, I guess a player who plays in the West in the NBA, that said that LeBron was always going to go to the Lakers as long as they didn't F it up, which I think that was everybody's opinion in the beginning. I'm just glad that at 9:01, the first person that went to go see him when he was able to on that Saturday when free agency started was Magic Johnson. I'm pretty sure that's why the deal got done so early, as far as LeBron committing to the Lakers and then eventually signing a few days later. But it's just good because, LeBron has, I believe he said recently that he's looked up to Magic more. He wanted to emulate Magic more, and obviously I'm sure he's saying that compared to more to Michael Jordan, even though everybody compares him to Michael Jordan, just because if you're the greatest, that's what they're going to do. But I'd say you're able to do that with Kobe, but LeBron is just a different beast on his own. And obviously it'd be a lot different if they played against one another, but we'll never get to see that happen unless you like video games. But I'm just glad he's on our team. And then also we have them mentioning an ex-Duke player, Jahlil Okafor, who I believe he is a free agent right now, just because of, I don't know if he got traded, he got traded and now he got waived or something like that. But he is getting his game a lot better as far as shooting wise. I don't know if he's worked on his athleticism or not, which he had to work on. But he is definitely a guy you should still take a chance on. He still has a lot of talent. Who knows where he'll end up? A lot of teams always need a good young player on their bench. So good luck to him, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, with that injury to Jason Verrett, again, it is going to give the Chargers the ability to play a lot of the rookies to see what talents they have early, which is cool. So guys like, well, my favorite player, Tony Brown from Alabama, who went undrafted and still signed with the Chargers, I'm more looking forward to him, and I think you could plug him in right away. But the Chargers are pretty high on Brandon Facyson as well. I believe he's from Virginia Tech. So he's another corner that they could look at and look to add depth. So we'll see how this goes, especially with that Derwin James injury as well. You never know where he's going to play. And then sorry about that. And then we also had Artavius Scott, who is, I believe he's a second-year player, and he's getting a lot of looks at the wide receiver position. And he's looking really well. He's getting a lot of high praise from like all his coaches and a lot of his players. So that's cool to see. Hopefully that still adds depth to what always seems like Chargers wide receivers who are, there's only like one or two names that you know, and then everyone else is just a bunch of guys who are still able to play the position, and then they just end up leaving because the Chargers don't appreciate them that much. And another receiver that the quarterback himself, Phillip Rivers, is pretty high on and giving a lot of praise so far in these like first 2 days of training camp. Is Mike Williams, the rookie that missed pretty much all of last year. Got a few games in towards the end of the season, but just wasn't enough to see what he was capable of. Hopefully he is on track to be really well this year. Might be a sleeper in fantasy, so watch out. And then Lance Stevenson, the new Laker, he's saying that he would really prefer to stay more than 1 year in LA. It kind of depends on how well he's going to play, because a lot of times if he wasn't playing in Indiana, he struggled, and now that he's with the Lakers, we'll see. He is going to be with LeBron James, so it's hard to be bad. Everybody's numbers always end up going up when you play with LeBron. So we'll see. If you're a good enough, glue player and coming off the bench player, you might get a contract, So good luck to you, Lance. And thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think, and have a great rest of your day. And please, no more injuries for my Chargers. This is breaking news right here. I will choose a different team within the next 5 years if there's too much injuries and they don't get rid of Phillip Rivers and they don't make it to the Super Bowl or even win it. Next 5 years, that's it. I'm done with the Chargers. I've been saying this the past 8 years, but I'm saying it now. Thanks for watching.